students, welcome back to my YouTube channel जिसका नाम है मैथ सीरीज बाय संतोष शेखावत and in this series I have started to solve NCERT 12th standard maths book and in my previous video I have explained you the concept of relations and then we have solved some problems based on this topic and today I will start functions. So let's start this topic functions. So the given definition is let A and B are two non-empty sets. A relation f from set A to B is called function from A to B if and only if for all A belonging to A there exists B belonging to B such that AB belonging to F, and if AB belonging to F and AC belonging to F then B should be equal to C. Now what is the meaning of this? That a function f from A to B, function is defined in this way. A function f from A to B is said to be a function if and only if this f should be subset of A cross B, first thing. And the second thing is what? That each element of set A should be related to different element of set B. Clear? So if function is subset of A cross B, right? Now there may be a question arise in your mind that if function is subset of A cross B and relation is also subset of A cross B, then what is the difference between functions and relations, right? So I am explaining you this thing that relation is means what? Relation is always subset of A cross B, right? Means all ordered pair which are subset of A cross B will represent a relation. Clear? There is no any other condition for the relation. But for function, what is the condition? That it should be subset of A cross B and simultaneously each element of A should relate to different element of set P. Clear? So this is the difference between functions and relation. You can say that if this is representing A cross B, right? Then this complete is representing what? Relation. This is whole is what? Relation, right? But there are some ordered pair which are representing functions. Clear? Means you can say that function is a subset of relations. Function is subset of relation. You can say this thing. Clear? Now, see. If suppose this is set A and this is set B, right? And a one-to-one correspondence between those two sets is known as what? Function. Suppose there are element 1, 2, 3 and there are some element A, B, C and D, right? 1 is related to suppose A, 2 is related to B, 3 is related to C. Now this set A is known as what? Domain. The element of the set A are known as what? Domain, right? The elements of this set B are known as what? Codomain. Clear? What? Codomain. Now, the elements which are related to elements of set A means these A, B, C are known as what? Range. These are known as what? Range. These three are known as what? Range. Clear? So, range is always subset of codomain. Clear? Means the only elements which are related to elements of set A are known as what? Range. Clear? This elements of this set, or you can say the range, is known as what? Image of the elements of set A. Means image of 1 is what? A, image of 2 is B, image of 3 is what? C. And the elements of this set are known as what? Pre-image. Clear? These are known as image and these are known as pre-image. Clear? So I hope you all understood that what is the difference between relations and functions. Relations are all ordered pair which are subset of A cross B, but not all the ordered pairs are representing function. Clear? Only the elements which are related to different element of set pair are representing a function or not. So what you will do, if you will draw the graph of the given ordered pair, if suppose graph of an ordered pair which are given, and if you will draw a line parallel to y-axis, if I will draw a line parallel to y-axis, suppose this line, and this line is intersecting this graph at only one point, then this graph is representing a function, otherwise not. Suppose if we are having a graph here, suppose this is a graph which is representing a ordered pair, and when we will draw the vertical line parallel to y-axis, and now you can observe that this vertical line is intersecting this graph at 2 points, here and here, right? So this graph is not representing a function, means this is not a function. And if you draw the graph and you draw a vertical line and it is intersecting the graph at one point, it means that is a function, otherwise not. Clear? So this is how you can check that this is a graph, this graph is representing a function or not. By drawing the graph we can check that these ordered pair are representing the functions or not. Okay. So now types of functions. So there are basically 4 types of functions. One which is also known as injective, many one, onto which is also known as surjective, and into, right? So I am explaining these types of functions. One means what? If I am explaining this with the diagram. Suppose there are 2 sets A and B, right? And there are some elements. Suppose these are A, B, C and D, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 1 means what? That each element of set A is containing different image in set B, right? In that case, that function is known as what? 1 function. Means suppose if A is related to 1, B is related to 2, C is related to 3 and D is related to 4. So each element of set A is having different image in set B, right? So this kind of function is known as what? 1 function. Clear? If suppose this element, B is related to 1, clear? It means what? That A is also having image as 1 and B is also having image as 1, right? So there are 2 elements which are having the same image in set B. In that case, this function is known as what? This function f is known as what? Many one, means many elements are having one image. If one element is having one image, that is known as 1 function. It is also known as what? Injective function. If many elements are having one image, it means that is known as what? Many one function. So this function is what? Many one. So you understood that what is the difference between 1 and many one. 1 means what? Each element of set A is containing different image in set B. It means that function is known as what? 1 function. And if there are 2 or more than 2 elements which are having same image in set B, in that case that function is known as what? Many one function. Clear? Now the third is what? Onto. Onto means what? That if each element of set B is having pre-image in set A. Clear? If each element of set B is having pre-image in set A, it means that function is known as what? Onto. Each function means there should not be a single element left out in this set B which is not having pre-image in set A. Then that function is known as what? Onto or surjective. Clear? Suppose if this function 2 is not related to any of the element in set A, it means what? This function is not onto. Clear? Means there is 2 left out which is not having any pre-image in set A. So this function is known as what? Into function, not onto. Clear? So onto means what? That each element of set B is or should have pre-image in set A. In that case, the function is known as what? Onto function or surjective function. If there is a single element which is left out or not having any pre-image in set A, in that case, that function is known as what? Into function. Clear? So I hope you understood that what is 1, many one, onto and into function. Clear? So these are the basically 4 types of functions. Now, if a function is injective and onto. Means if a function is 1 1 and onto, that function is known as what? Bijective function. Clear? If a function is 1 1 and onto, that function is known as what? Bijective function. Means what? That if each element of set A is having different image in set B, right? And each element of set B is containing pre-image in set A, in that case that function is known as what? Bijective function. Means a function is 1 1 and onto, then that function is known as what? Bijective function. Means if we have to check that this function is bijective or not, then first we will check that this function is 1 1 and then we will check that this function is onto or not, right? So I hope this topic is clear to you. Now we will solve one problem based on this topic. So let's take one problem. So let's start with this first question. This question is a function f r star to r star defined by fx equal 1 upon x. Clear? R star is representing what? Set of real numbers. Set of real numbers in which r minus 0 equal what? R star. Means 0 is deleted from this set. Why? Because if I will put this value of 0 here, x equals 0, it will be not defined. So we cannot take 0. Clear? So except 0 from real number is representing what? This set R star. Clear? So we have to check that this is injective or surjective, right? So for injectivity, what we will check? What is the definition of injectivity? That each element of set A, R star, should have different pre-image in set B, right? So we are assuming that suppose we are taking let fx equal fy. Here these are two images of x and y, and we are taking that fx is equal to fy. These are equal, means images are equal, right? So value of fx is 1 upon x, same value of fy is 1 upon y. If I will do the reciprocal of this, I will get x equal y. Clear? If 1 upon x is equal to 1 upon y, then obviously x is equal to y. So what we are getting here, if fx is equal to fy, then x is equal to y. Means if the images are equal, right, then pre-images are also equal. Means each different element in set A, means set this R star in domain, is having different image in codomain, right? So x is equal to y we are getting. So f is injective. Clear? Now for surjectivity. For surjectivity, we will check that each element of this codomain having pre-image in domain. If it is true, means each element of codomain having pre-image in domain, then that function is surjective, otherwise not. So for surjective, we will check that suppose fx is equal to 1 upon x, right? We are taking one element y belonging to R star codomain. Means we are taking one element from codomain. Here this y is belonging to codomain, right? So I can write y is equal to 1 upon x, right? Then we can write x is equal to 1 upon y. This x is belonging to what? Domain. It means 1 upon y is also belonging to R star domain. So what we are getting here, that for every y belonging to codomain, there exists a pre-image in domain. This we are getting x is equal to 1 upon y, and 1 upon y is also a real number which is belong to this set R star. So what we are getting, that for each y belonging to R star in codomain, we are getting a pre-image x which is 1 upon y belonging to R star in domain. It means what? This function is surjective. So f is surjective. Clear? Now in this question, which is the exercise 1.2 first question, there is one more question given, that if we will replace this domain by set of natural numbers, if we will replace this domain by set of natural numbers, then this function will be injective and surjective or not, right? So let's check this. If this function is, if we are taking the value of domain from natural numbers, means now this function is defined as n to r star, means codomain is same, but we are replacing the domain with the set of natural numbers. Then we will check. So if injectivity, for injectivity, again we will take fx equal fy, right? If fx equal fy, then we can write 1 upon x is equal to 1 upon y, and x is equal to y, which are belonging to codomain. These are belonging to what? R star codomain, and these two are belonging to n domain. Clear? So for each element of set natural numbers having different pre-image or image in R star, means if these images are equal, it means their pre-images are also equal, right? So this is true, it means this function is injective. Now for surjectivity, what we will check, that now see what is given, fx is equal to 1 upon x, right? And if I will choose y belonging to codomain, then y is equal to 1 upon x, right? Now see, there are some elements like if I will take 2 upon 3 or 1 upon 5 or any number which is in the form of p upon q, are not having pre-images in this set, right? Why? Because this is the set of natural numbers, and the numbers which are in this form is not belonging to this set of natural numbers. So this function is not surjective, means there are some elements in the set of codomain which are not having pre-images in the set of natural numbers, means in this set, means there are some elements in the codomain which are not having pre-images in domain. So this function is not surjective, right? So this function is injective, but this is not surjective if we will replace this r star by set of natural numbers. Clear? So I hope this question is clear to you. Now next move to the next question. Okay, now we will solve this question, which is question number 10 of exercise 1.2. So in this question it is given a set A of real numbers in which 3 is not belonging, means 3 is not belonging to this set A, and again set B which is also set of real numbers, but 1 is not belonging to this set, and a function fx is given by this definition, and f a to b, right? Why it is given? Because if the value of a will be 3, so 3 minus 3 will be 0, and this function is not defined at 3. Clear? And the same way for this codomain it is given that this function is not belonging to 1. Now let's take for injectivity. For injectivity we are taking fx equal fy. For injectivity, see, always we will take fx equal fy, and then we will prove that x is also equal to y. You can take fx is not equal to fy, then we will prove that x is not equal to y. Now we are taking fx is equal to fy. So what is the value of x? X minus 2, x minus 3 equal y minus 2 and y minus 3. Now cross multiply. and x minus 2 multiply y minus 3 equal y minus 2 multiply x minus 3. When we will multiply xy minus 2y minus 3x plus 6 is equal to xy minus 2x minus 3y plus 6. Clear? So this xy is cancelled with xy and 6 is cancelled with this 6. Take this 3y this side, so this 3y minus 2y and this 3x that side, so minus 2x plus 3x, so we are getting y equal x, means x equal y. So in starting we have assumed that fx is equal to fy and we got x equal y. If the pre-images are equal, then pre-images are also equal. It means what? That f is injective. Clear? Now we will prove the surjectivity. So for surjectivity, we will take one element y belonging to codomain, means b, y belonging to b, which is what? R minus 1, or you can say codomain. We will take one element from codomain such that y is equal to x minus 2 upon x minus 3. Now what we will do, we will find the value of x in the form of y. So what we can do here, xy minus 3y equal x minus 2, right? And if we will take this x this side, then x y minus 1 equal 3y minus 2, right? And we can write x is equal to 3y minus 2 upon y minus 1. Clear? I hope it is visible from here. If it is not, I am writing here. This step I am writing here. Okay. So we can write x is equal to 3y minus 2 upon y minus 1. Right? So now you can see that this function, this 3y minus 2 upon y minus 1 is defined for each and every element belonging to set R. Means the possible value of y is this set, right? And it is already given in this set that R is, this set B is not containing 1. And here we are getting that this function is not defined at 1. So other than 1, this function is defined at each and every number. So what we are getting here, that each and every element of this set B is having pre-image in set A. X is what? Belonging to this set X. And Y is belonging to this set B, right? So what we are getting, that for each and every element of this set is having pre-image in set A. So Y belonging to B contain pre-image in X belonging to A. It means what? This function is surjective, right? So what we are getting, that this function is injective as well as this function is surjective, right? So I hope this topic is clear to you and now you can solve the problems based on this topic. So thank you very much for watching this video, and if you like this video, then like it, subscribe it and share it. Thank you very much. Let's meet in the next video.